One of the most interesting developments in the domain of open banking and open finance is the alignment between different countries in developing common technical standards and common security profiles. So these work a little bit like an electrical plug-in socket to enable banks and fintechs to connect via API to share data. And so far we have very well developed conversation with the Russian market, with market in the UK, in the United States. We think probably also countries like Brazil and Canada starting to move towards thinking about these common methods of providing data. It's a really super interesting trend. One of the interesting nuances though is that in fact some of the countries have not yet established a customer data right. And what that leads them to is having to create bilateral contracts between the banks and the fintechs, sometimes which require due diligence, both in the technology and the security, but also in developing commercial terms. What I've observed looking at this across the world is that where such models exist, it's not really open banking or open finance. It's really a decision from the big incumbent provider, the big banks, as to who they want to do business with. And the truth is that it's not often with the startups. They're looking to do due diligence and commercial relationships with the already established big fintechs. And that has the negative consequence of reducing the speed of innovation and competition. Yeah, so today the Financial Data and Technology Association, which I have the privilege to chair, signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the AFT, the Russian FinTech Association, to share information and best practice to improve the lives of Russian people, to give them access to better products and services, and the prospect of more innovative solutions using their financial data to design around their needs. And part of the requirements of that will be to talk about things like the liability model, adequate insurance, security arrangements, technical choices, and those sorts of collaborative areas where there's a lot of work to be done between markets. One of the things that we like to do is have a spirit of collaboration, and what this will enable is for the international community to learn from developments in Russia, and for Russia and Russian FinTech to learn from developments in other markets. So our association will act as the conduit and enable a more rapid acceleration in these improvements. Russia has got clearly great strength in the developer community, good technical choices, a good understanding of API technology, and also I would say due to your historical strengths in mathematics, capability in data science, which of course is becoming the main battleground of FinTech. There's still probably a number of things from regulatory development where there's things that could be worked on, which I know are being worked on. And I'm particularly interested in following how the new Russian identity scheme, the bank-led identity scheme, where you have the face scan and the voice recognition, and seeing how these develop. These are really interesting ideas and concepts.